You practice the introductions because you're doing the modeling stuff. Do bubbly. No, don't do bubbly. Do pageantry stuff.
Oh.
That's so bad. Nobody's gonna hire you.
Use it out right now. Scoop in the gravy.
What?
So they tell you to scoop the mashed potatoes. Yeah. With your hand.
That's how you're supposed to whip?
Yeah, it's not like because it's not right, I guess. So you gotta scoop the mashed potatoes. Jazz hands? Anybody? No?
So who are you again?
This is why I don't do this. Brooklyn. My name is Brooklyn Gail Garcia. ¿Y tú?
That's my kid. Everybody already knows who I am because I already have it's on YouTube.
Okay.
Yep.
This is true.
This is true. Well, what's going on? What's the most persistent thing on your mind recently?
You go first. Or do you want me to go first?
Let Chris go first. I feel like,
Why
yeah.
do I have to go first?
Because you have to go first. It's your account. You just said that. You're like,
It's the book I've been writing. I spend a little bit of my time every day doing something in it. Just it's all there. It's already written. All the chapters is complete. I just go through chapters like one by one or something, and then add context to some of the things that I'm writing, so people kind of understand what it is that I'm talking about. But that's probably the most persistent thing that's been on my plate, as well as everything else. The gym,
Life.
job, employment, all of the things. Yeah, I think that would probably be the top three: book, employment, the gym. What do you got?
The most persistent thing on my mind kind of lately is because my dad's been writing this book, I've been thinking about how it's kind of like his first time living too, but also I've been visiting with my grandma a lot. I've been hanging out with people who are a bit older than me, and it's just kind of weird, talking and listening to everybody's lives and how different they are, and how you got to really remember that it's everybody's first time going through Thursday the 24th. What's today? Monday? Sunday? Sunday the 24th? I don't even know what day it is. Sunday the 24th. So anyways, I think that's a huge thing. Second is probably modeling. Just, weaving my way through that. Because, that's different. I was thinking about it too. I don't actually even know how I got into it. If you were to go to Seattle today and be like, oh, I want to get into modeling, I don't even know how you would go about that. People are like, give me advice. Do it. I don't have any really good advice, unfortunately, because I don't even know how I did it. I'm just here.
just here. Just a girl.
Just a girl in the world.
Well, modeling's funny. It's the opposite of what Chris does.
I know. That's actually why I got into doing it. It's because it's the complete opposite of what he does. It's because throughout my life, he would always give me different perspectives on things. He would never side with one thing or say this is the way it has to be done. He'd be figure it out. And then he'd tell me, well, I would go about it this way. Or he would just give me both perspectives on life, how to be a man, and then he would also try to brush my hair and braid it, but that never worked out quite well.
No, I brushed your hair really good. I was never good at braiding.
Yeah, sure.
I brushed it really good.
Yep.
I did. I don't care what you say.
Anyways,
I was really good at brushing it. Fuck you.
You were not good at brushing.
Yes, I was. I got the tangles out.
Because you doused my hair in detangler over and over again. You just, my hair would be soaking wet. You just
but I got the tangles out.
Yeah, but you know how like you hold on to hair and then you brush it so like you don't feel the tangles?
Yeah,
You wouldn't do that though.
because it's in your head. I don't have to hold it.
No, that's the point. Every girl knows this. You hold the hair, then you brush. You don't really feel the knots or the tangles. You would take the brush, start from the top, and just.
I got
Yeah.
the tangles out.
Yes, you
I
did.
started from the bottom.
You did get the tangles out. Started from the bottom. Now we here. Anywhoosies. I started to do modeling because I wanted to find out what feminine looked like for me, and I wanted to see the complete opposite side of the world from what I'd been raised on, which was
Awesomeness.
that
Pure
exactly.
awesomeness.
That exactly. Fucking good. Oh my gosh.
What was it like? Jesus. Was it? I don't even know. We never.
Yeah,
Like
what was
we never really
awesomeness?
talked.
Being raised
Raquel.
by like Chris.
Yeah, go through different like seasons. Not like every single year, but like there's a
Oh,
kid.
yeah.
A kid. Go through the kid. What was
Okay,
that
so like
like? Being on. Do you even remember being on the mats when you were a kid?
Yeah, because that's
Like a
literally
baby?
all the fact that. Excuse me. That's literally all I would do, and then I'd have to ask people around the gym to help me with my homework, and then because you wouldn't help me with my.
I'm very good.
Let me. Okay, we're starting from the beginning. He'd say, I'd be like, Dad, I need help with my homework. He'd be like, I'll help you, but you're gonna fail the class.
Well, that's.
And that was like my only option, so I'd have to go and figure it out. So I'd go to random people while they're trying to work out, and I'd be like, do you know math? They're like, no, not really, because they're in a gym getting punched in the head.
Some
So-
of them did. There was a math teacher there, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
there was actually. There was, the good one-off times where I'd actually get help with my homework. So that was like the childhood, and he was actually really good at. He would take me to like the dances. He would do daddy-daughter donuts. He would do all the cutesy little things. Believe it or not, he'd get all dressed up too. And I want to get a picture, and he'd get a picture with me, and it was so cute. I have those, by the way. Let me know if you want them. I'll sell them to you. $10 each. Anyways.
No, but he's gonna pay 10.
Oh my god. To see you in like
Dressed
clothes, like shoes. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways. So that was childhood. Teenage years.
You didn't come to the gym as much.
No, I didn't come to the gym as much. But like as far as like being raised, like I came home from school one time and he threw a jar of peanut butter at me. It wasn't like peanut. It was just like it wasn't even. I don't know why. But one thing I will say is my reflexes. They're fantastic, phenomenal even. I would say. I don't know. I'm pretty good at that. What else? He would let me blow up stuff at the end of like the school year. We would have this huge bonfire, and we would just blow up like everything. I'd burn all my schoolwork. Oh, and then he'd also let me stay home from school if I was sick. Really didn't take much. At one point, he called me and he was like, "Did you just retire from school?" And I said yes. And he was like, "Okay." He was like, "You better fucking graduate." I did.
What year do you think you gave Brooklyn more of that? Because there's different parenting styles. And what year do you think you just like were more like, okay, you're an adult now and I've raised you to make good decisions. So if you choose to not go to school, that's like your decision.
Good question.
I guess in regards to like the school thing, you making your own decision and things like that. Probably when you hit high school,
I think it was way before that.
was it?
I mean, you'd be like, look, like, get up out of bed and go to school. But if I was really like having a rough day and you could tell, you would not force.
I kind of remembered that a little bit. Like you were younger, and I could kind of tell.
Because I did not like school. And you could relate with that, I think. So I think you were just like,
Yeah.
you know, obviously. And also another huge thing was, well, you didn't know how to check grades. I don't think you didn't have a password to Skyward. He didn't know what that was. He would get
still.
yeah,
I'm
we
not
would
good at
get
that.
we would get like the report cards in the mail. I would just take them and throw them away. He would never know. And you wouldn't ask. You wouldn't be like, "Where's your report card?" Because you just wouldn't.
Well, the objective was to graduate. Like, it didn't
Yeah.
matter if you got straight A's or whatever the passing grade is. You just had to graduate.
I did.
Yeah, so, I mean, like,
You did right. You did
I
good.
mean, I don't know. I don't recall anything where it was like you were doing brief intermission.
Okay, you remember the question? I told you to remember.
Nope.
I don't remember either. Left my brain because I told you to remember.
Oh, it was because of, like,
Yeah. Remember me getting
letting
out
you
of
go
hand?
stay at home. Oh, yeah. Well, no, because I raised you for a purpose, on purpose. So as you got older, you would have luxuries and freedoms. And then if you did mess up, then those luxuries and freedoms would be removed, like the door on your bedroom. And then lessons would be learned. And then that way, when you got into high school, you would make good choices.
I remember I told my friends at school, I was like, yeah, my dad took my door off. And they were like, I thought that only happened in the movies. I was like, nope, he took that shit off. I think he put it in the garage because I didn't even see it. I had no clue where my door went. It was just gone. So funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if my methods are the right methods, but they definitely produce good results.
Well,
So, that was rude.
I don't know. I think it's like hilarious because our dynamic is so different. Like, girl dad, you know, but you're still like a dad, a guy. And so, like, I didn't get I don't know. There was definitely times where you were very soft and kind and considerate. But then there was also times where I would go look for that and you'd be like, nope, not over here. Because I'd probably be doing something like wrong or like bad or something. And you'd be like, well, I told you so. Or I'd have a fit and you'd be like, okay, what do you want? You wouldn't give in.
No. No, that's the thing with parenting. Crawfishing. How you know, like, eat your peas. Not that you ever did, but, like, you know, parents do that. Like, I don't know why they do that, and I'm not like judging or nothing because by no means am I perfect, but at least in that regard, like, you know, eat your peas, eat them, and, you know, not one of them, not, and then, you know what I mean? Like, there's 5 peas left, eat all 5. It was never, okay, well, if you eat 4, then you can, okay, fine, 3. Well, I guess if you just look at them, okay, take a smell, okay, you can go.
Yeah, then I would always like beg and be like, but I'm done. And then you'd be like, it'd either be like, you're gonna stay here and eat all of them, or it'd be like, you're just gonna starve then. And like, I wouldn't get another snack or anything.
Save it for your next meal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he would do that. It would piss me off. It'd be some sort of something that I didn't like, and he would be like, oh, okay, then that's what you're gonna have for breakfast. Like, I would not get another meal. And I guess a lot of people, like, hearing that would think that that's harsh, but it taught me to, when you go into a household, no matter, like, what they give you, you eat, you know? Because that's a rough thing, you know? Sometimes you go into somebody's house and their mom's making meatloaf, and you're like, oh, hell no. But it's respect. It's like, you know, yeah, they took the time out of their day to cook
Try
it.
out ground beef.
God, and
That's so
ketchup,
gross.
doused in ketchup.
Ugh.
But you needed
Where's the
it.
A1 sauce?
Oh, hell no. Oh my gosh.
Something.
But I don't know. I think like meeting my friends' parents and watching how my friends act and like stuff like that, I definitely realized that there's very different parenting styles in a lot of the world. And I mean, I'm not saying you did like terrible or you did great. I think you did pretty good though. I mean, not everybody's gonna agree with it, but like,
No,
I'm not-
nobody. I don't think anybody's ever agreed with it.
I think, yeah, a lot of people think it's harsh, but
I've never run across anybody that agrees with my parenting style.
I don't know.
On paper they agree, but in practical application, no
Yeah.
one really ever agrees.
Like when
but I
you're-
don't. I mean, again, I'm not the expert. I'm not like the model of this is what you should or shouldn't be doing.
My punishment was like workouts, like,
It's not punishment. Those are disciplines.
or, well, I would like do something bad, like blow up mom's flower garden. He would make me do wall sits and hold out canned beans in front of my hands. And if I dropped, the timer would restart. So no matter how, like, it would be like 10 minutes.
Well, it's not 10 minutes. The most
Like,
it was 5 because you do
5 minutes or-
you do a minute per the like if you know.
How bad I was.
No, like close to age, right? So like if you were 5 years old, I would do like a minute, right? And then if you were 6, then it would be 90
Minutes
seconds.
seemed like 2 hours.
Well, when you're that age, everything is like now we're super far away.
Yeah, that was rough. You would drop, time would restart. But there was this one specific time I remember. Me and Malachi were at the gym. We were messing around. We were like trying to teach class, and we kept doing something. We were just in a laughing fit. We would just continuously laugh, and we were getting annoyed. So you were like, wall sits. So me and Malachi are doing wall sits, and you're like, no talking. And we didn't even talk. We were just laughing. I don't know what we were laughing about. And I think you told everybody to come over and do kicks on us, or it was something. Everybody had to come around and like do something. Like we had to like sit there, and I just remember laughing through it. Maybe they kicked Malachi, and I just got to watch. But I was like, damn. We just kept laughing for no reason. And you were like, not having it. We gave you a hard time just because we could. You gave us a harder time. We got duct taped together and like one big t-shirt, handcuffed too. We had to do chores around the house.
When you guys would fight and argue, you'd have to wear the same T-shirt. I don't remember the handcuff, but it sounds like something that I would do.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to do a project together,
Mm-hmm.
so you learn to work together.
Then
Stop arguing with each other.
we almost burned down the house one time, so we had to go downstairs or in the basement or the garage. We had to clean out everything. Like every tool had to be outside of the garage in winter. We had to scrub down everything. We had to mop. We had to sweep. Then we got to bring everything back in, and it had to be exactly where you left it. Because whenever somebody gives you something, you always put it back how you got it. So if the handle was wrapped, you give it back like that. So yeah, that was fun. Good times. This is terrible.
Maybe traumatized now.
Yeah, I would say I hand back everything how I received it, or at least I would try to.
I don't see how that's a bad thing.
No, it's not necessarily a bad thing. What else? Oh, the iPod. So from
I don't even know how I got that thing either.
but from the day that I can remember, me and Dad, we've just always liked music. It'd be the first thing that we would play in the morning. Either it was that or a motivational video.
Oh,
Or something would always be playing in the morning, just to kind of get the flow
going.
going. Yeah. It'd be motivation or music or whatnot. And then it would always kind of carry out into the day. I would go off to school, I would be listening to something. And I wasn't allowed to have a phone because I was in the generation, the last of the generation where we'd go outside and play. But my dad gave me this iPod because he knew how much I loved music. And it was this old iPod. It's not that old.
Oh, it's old.
Was
I don't
it?
even, I don't know anything about generations, but it's the kind
It's
where
like the
it's a
first.
circle and your thumb turns.
Yeah.
And I don't know, and you select it in the middle.
And the charger, I don't think you can find it
I
anymore.
bought one on the Amazon.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
so I
that's
could charge
good.
it.
That's-
Remember? Because then I think I gave it to you and you listened to it or something. I don't remember. It was just recently.
Yeah. Yeah, but he gave me this iPod and I think it was in elementary school still.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it was at the
Probably.
Purple House.
It was definitely music on there you shouldn't have been listening to.
Oh
I didn't think about that.
my God. Snoop Dogg. Gin and Juice? Yeah, that was a rough one. I'd be in school. Everybody thought I was the shit, though. They'd be like, "Oh my god, no way! Like, you can listen to music and like that has a bad word in it. Like, where's your parental constrictions on that?" I'm like, "I don't know what that is."
He's broken. He's at the gym.
Dude, it was so crazy. Everybody on the bus would always like listen to my music, and
There was music on there, like
dude, bad. It was pretty
Too
bad.
Short, Black Rob.
Yeah,
There's music on there you shouldn't have been listening to.
at like
But I didn't think
fifth grade.
of that. I didn't know, or I don't remember. It was just like here, because I think I got an iPhone or something for the first time ever.
Well, I just wanted to listen to music. I would beg and beg and beg. I said,
Yeah.
like, and you were not gonna give in to a phone,
No.
so this was like the happy medium for both of us. Cause all I wanted was music, and you have that. So, but and then one day I came home and I rapped the whole thing, and you were like, "What the fuck?" Then I think you realized then that clicked. Like, oh my god, my daughter knows all of Too Short. Like, that's
not
wrong.
good.
That's wrong.
I remember Todd at the gym. He took a step back. He's like, "What the fuck? How do you know that song?" Because it was playing on the radio or something like that. He's like, he lost it. He was like, "No." And then he genuinely was mad at me. Genuinely, authentically, not even mad. He was 1,000% disappointed in my parenting. And I was like, "What do you want me to do?" Like, it already happened.
I didn't think about
He's like, he had this perception in his head of like, Coach Chris is like Coach Chris, and he's such a good parent, you know? Look at him raise his kid. And then she starts rapping Too Short. And then Todd's like, he was offended. He's like, "Oh," all offended and everything. I was like, "That I don't know."
Well, because I used my manners. I was like, "Excuse me, thank you, yes please," and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, that was funny.
that and Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg was the first concert I went to, though, so
Yeah.
worked out well. I knew all the songs. You know, it was good. It was good, and like, thank you for also making me like pretty cool in elementary school.
That was my point.
Yeah,
I was trying to shoot for that.
it's good. Yep. Yep. That was good. It was good times. And I didn't break the iPod. I gave it back to you how I found it.
It still works.
Yep, it still works. These are good things.
I suppose.
What was it like for you being a dad and dadding, like doing it, I guess? I don't know. Did you wake up and like hate your life sometimes? Did you wake up and you're like, "Oh my god, I'm so grateful that I have this amazing child who's so kind and cool and awesome"? Or no? How was that? What was? Was it good? Are you proud? Anything?
I'm dying.
A lot of people think I'm cool. Just curious if you think so. Oh my gosh.
This is ridiculous. What was the question? Jesus. What was it?
Whether you love me or not.
Yeah, you're okay, kid. You're all right. You're lovable. You're definitely lovable.
No, but like going back to like my consistent thought of like, it's your first time living too. It's your first time being this age, you know, living the day like this.
Uh-huh.
So what was it like being a dad? Like,
I don't know.
that sounds terrible. I mean, hard.
Oh, being a parent? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
being a parent is definitely hard, and it has definitely been different seasons to it. And then doing, like, looking the best you can to, like, look forward of, like, what it is you're trying to accomplish. And I knew that the number one goal is that when you're raising kids is to raise a good, so that way when they go out into society, you have a good human, you've raised a good human, and not some self-centered, self-absorbed, you know, little fucker running around because everything was done for them when they were being raised, right? So I don't know. Again, like I'm not an expert. I don't know everything, and I'm not like the bestest parent. I have many faults, but
Well, to kind of touch on it, in the book, there was a sentence that I read and I was appalled because I had no clue. It was that it was during fight camp. You were,
Oh, yeah.
obviously cutting weight and eating very, very healthy. And you would wake up and make me breakfast before school. And you would just like look at it and be like, probably not, I hate her, but like, low-key, I hate her. Like, I want that. And I had no clue, because he would never like, you would always look at my food, but I never like put two and two together. Like, I never was like, oh, do you want some? And I would offer you some too, because I didn't know. I'd be like, you want some? And you'd be like, no, I don't. But you were just like talking about the struggle of like, God, I'm starving and I'm staring at this child who's eating some really smelling good food in front of me. And that was what kind of opened my eyes to, like, I think of you as my dad, but you're also human, like you're your own person. And that's something I need to take a step back and realize, like, that's very strong of you, because I would probably give in and be like, yeah, I want some of that, or like, I don't like you right now. So I don't know, just kind of like proud of you for that, like being a dad and hiding the struggle, but also making sure I felt well taken care of and stuff. And, you handled it well, for sure. So I had no clue. I read it and I was like, what the hell?
oh,
Like, I had no clue you were starving and wanted the food. I had no clue
well, I don't even know how old you were, but you were a kid.
I was really young.
And it
'cause I was-
happened. Of course, I have more than one training camp, but I remember thinking or feeling that way a few times during camp.
This one particularly, that like I remember I was really young because I was having toast.
No, I don't remember what you were eating, but it was a good breakfast.
It was like eggs, bacon, and toast.
It was like good, and I
Yeah.
wanted it.
Yeah,
So I was hungry.
I think you even like put jam on the toast or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and another thing, like I would always have to make my own lunches before school. That was something that was not a universal experience. Like, kids would get their lunches made for them, and they would have like cute notes or whatever, like, Mom loves you, have fun at recess or something. And I would pack literally whatever I felt like. Probably just like throw in some random bottle of water, and some, the gluten-free bread that you bought. Oh God, that was before gluten-free bread was good. Like, now that they have it, I've tried some of it. It's actually really good. Back then, it tasted like, saying cardboard is nice. Like, it was worse than cardboard. And the paleo pancakes, he would try to make me this. He would try his hardest to make me want to eat healthy, like make it good, taste good.
Yeah.
So I made these. He was like so excited. He woke up, he was like, I found this recipe for these blueberry pancakes. And he didn't say paleo. He didn't say that. So I was like, oh my God, blueberry pancakes. And I was like, yay. And then he had like tried his hardest. He was up all morning, cooking and whipping up the kitchen. There was so much everything was dirty. And anyways, I like kind of tried it. I was like, this is so good. And then he left to go take a shower. I threw that shit away. I threw both of the pancakes away, and I put a napkin over top of it so like he wouldn't know. And I came home from school, and he was like, you could have told me you didn't like the pancakes. And I felt guilty because he had spent all morning,
I can't remember that now.
But I was like, no, I'd rather starve than eat that.
Yeah.
That was one of those times where
Because I think I was throwing something away. I was like, oh, she didn't eat them. You could have just been like, tastes like poo-poo caca.
No.
With a dash of diarrhea on it.
No, that's the out of respect. Like, you had spent all morning preparing, and like you were so excited. And I was like, I'm not gonna break his heart.
You don't have to like it.
Dude, it was awful. It was the worst thing I've ever, like, to this day, I'm still can taste it. Oh my God, it's so bad.
It's not bad.
Dude, it was bad. And like, the blueberries were obviously good, but whatever else you put in there.
The blueberries are good.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what tastes like shit.
Yeah, no, I ate the blueberries.
I'll pick the blueberries out one by one.
That was one of those mornings, though. I would have rather starved than eat those pancakes. No, thank you. But at lunch, I would like try to trade with people. Like my gluten-free bread, I wouldn't tell them. Just be like, do you want a sandwich?
How are you popular?
I wasn't popular. But I would just be like, do you want to trade? And sometimes they say yes, sometimes they say no. If they did say yes, I would run to the bathroom and then I would eat my lunch in the bathroom so that they couldn't find me and be like, what the hell is this? I know it sounds kind of icky, but I just wanted to eat like fruit snacks and
Yeah, you
peas.
eat garbage food.
Yeah, like fruit snacks, fruit roll-ups, or like, I don't know, they'd have like cool Oreos or something. It'd always be like a sandwich and then maybe like some fruit or crackers and then like a good like sweet something. And I'd always be like, you gonna eat that? It's Dad's favorite sentence. You gonna eat that? You gonna eat that?
I get hungry.
Yeah, we know. What's your favorite food?
Steak?
Your favorite dessert is cheesecake. Huh?
Yeah, I love cheesecake.
I tried to make you, I didn't tell you this, but I tried to make you cheesecake for like your 30th birthday or something.
Yeah?
I took it out of the oven and I like undid the thing and it just dumped out everywhere. I was so pissed. I had spent like so much money on all the ingredients. I had spent so much time like prepping and then cleaning and then it just all over the kitchen counter.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, I was really not happy about it. And then it was your birthday and then I didn't get you anything because I planned on surprising you with cheesecake because I knew that was all you really cared about anyways. And so I was like, your birthday.
You know, I don't remember much, but my favoriteest birthday was when you and Malachi gave me a
Scavenger hunt?
yeah.
You
that was
remember
fun.
that?
I remember that.
Oh,
That was fun. I don't
that took so long to set up.
like memories sometimes. I don't know how to explain it, but anyways. But I do. That's a memory I remember that floats around in my head.
Well,
Not
Malachi,
like often, but I don't forget it because I liked it that one. That was fun.
Malachi was a bit older, so he had some sort of allowance money or something. Like he had done something, so he bought you a hammer. And I was like, well, I was young, so I didn't have money. So I was like, how can we make this cool? So
Scavenger hunt.
scavenger hunt.
That was cool.
Glad you liked that.
I'm going to go to Rome for my 50th. I don't know how I'm going to get there yet, but I want to go to Rome
You
to the
wanted
Colosseum.
to go.
I want to go there for my 40th, but that didn't work out. That's okay.
That's
I'm glad it didn't work out. I'm glad I'll just do it this one. I
That's
think I'm going to have to like turn tricks on the corner, but I'll save the money.
You can sell drugs. I've heard that works sometimes.
I could probably sell some drugs.
Sounds scary though.
Someone please sponsor Chris's flight and trip to
So he doesn't
he has
sell
to
drugs.
roll.
Yeah,
Or turn tricks.
on the corner.
Nobody wants to see that in the headlines, please.
Galaxy.
Yeah.
You can change your
Galaxy.
I feel like dancing. I'm a lady. Whoops. Hold on.
You guys are freaks. That's so weird.
I'm from a little town in Germany. I'm gonna finish that. God, look at you. I come from a town. It's called We Prefer Girls Without Wieners. That movie's so funny. Anger Management.
That was a good movie.
Anger Management.
That was
Watch
good.
it. Oh, that's a thing we have in common.
But movies.
We like
We
quote
do.
movies.
We do like
a
movies.
lot.
I think the top for us is what the Ace Ventura and Dumb and Dumber.
Oh yeah, those are good ones.
Probably my favorite.
You do. Oh, you know the Little Mermaid movie. You know Sebastian the crab. He gets like a pot over his head, and then they like, and then it's like I don't know. It's just this weird sound, and he does it perfectly, and it makes me laugh all the time. I don't know. It's funny. He's probably not gonna do it, but it's funny. So if you ever watch that movie,
Corner him. Make him do it.
make him do it.
Dance, monkey. Dance.
Oh, we need a poll too. Do we look like? Please say no. But just curious for a poll, for a vote, whether or not we look alike. We need to take this public because I'm sick of it.
You're not gonna like the answers.
I'm gonna like the answers.
You're not gonna like the answers.
I'm gonna.
I get 50-50. I'll ask people that know both of you, and I get 50 saying like yes and 50 saying
Me
no,
too.
not at all.
Me too. So
I haven't really run across anybody that says differently. I don't know. Maybe it's my non-intimidating face.
just picture him with like long hair and.
I used to have long hair when I was a boy. I was a teenage boy. Used to be
Did you?
my shoulders. Yep. It was all wavy,
Do you
curly.
have an afro?
No.
Who was that?
Who was what?
Grandma
Yeah.
said someone had an afro.
I don't fucking know.
I thought she said it was you.
What do you mean?
You
You just
know,
have thick, wavy hair,
and gauges.
curly.
Piercings.
Who has gauges?
You.
What?
You had piercings in your
Not
ears.
gauges.
They weren't gauges?
No.
Why are the ear holes so big then? They look like fucking fucked up. I mean, they look healed incorrectly.
So glad that she's.
I just love you so much. It's a good podcast. We're getting somewhere. No, we're not.
Not getting anywhere.
We've just been talking this whole time.
You have been talking.
Oh.
You
what do
talk a
wanna
lot.
say?
No, this is a thing. Everybody knows it.
I do talk a lot.
She talks a lot. Non-fucking stop. It ain't changed. Like
I remember in Mexico, I don't know why, it's just so funny, when Brooklyn and I shared a room, and then, I don't even know, Chris is walking outside our room, and he opens the door and he's like, Brooklyn, are you still talking? Why are you still talking?
fucking non-stop.
We had like left the living room and just continued to talk in the bedroom.
Fucking crazy. I don't get it. Like, how do you have that much stuff to just keep talking and it's non-stop?
I have important things to say.
Debatable.
People like what I say.
Debatable.
Why'd you ask me on a podcast then?
I didn't ask you. Kimberly did.
What? You asked me? Yes.
Kimberly said it.
No, you said
I
it.
just did what she said.
Let me read the text. in
Yeah,
the
I don't
group
know
chat.
about that.
I'm
Let me
just
read the
here
text in the group chat.
for my pretty looks.
I'm dialing in Sunday. We meeting at the gym at noon. Be advised. There's
This is
no.
way before.
Can we do a podcast at noon on Sunday sent to me and Kimberly? So that almost seems like you were asking not only Kimberly.
No, Kimberly
but
said it
me
first.
as
I
well.
was just
Yeah.
I don't know.
Uh huh. Cover
Reaffirming.
your tracks.
Is reaffirming a word?
Yes.
That's what I was doing.
Well, you don't talk a lot because you don't
I
speak
talk.
English.
I speak English-ish. I speak English-ish. Yeah, ish-ish. It's getting better. It's gooder.
But where did the revival of the podcast episode today, what was the thought process behind today's episode?
Yeah. What do we want to get out of this? What's the goal?
Why are you guys asking me?
No, it's because the other day you were like, it was one of the random ideas where you're like, I want to do another podcast episode. And so we're like, okay, let's do it. But like, what triggered the thought?
Oh, I probably because Junior said that he wanted to do podcasts, and I think we scheduled for October. I actually don't remember. Sent a text message, and then I was like, well, it's been a while. I don't know. That's probably just about it.
What was the goal of the podcast in like the beginning?
In the beginning, it was for like the gym, even though we're still here, but like, well, you know what? Actually, I don't know. I mean, like, I do a lot of things and I don't know why I do them. I just know that they need to be done. And then in the end, it usually just is like, well, you know, that's exactly the result I was looking for. But it's kind of like, so like this is like, is always, well, yeah, it's a place for people to come train and evolve and find, I don't know how to like say it. I'm not like PC because I don't really care about that. What I mean is like when people walk in, they're at like, you know, whatever level they're at. And generally speaking, when they come in, it's either they know it or they think or feel that they need to, like they're looking for growth. They want to, you know, continue to evolve and grow. And this is a good place to do that because it hits all three parts of the human, right? And then so the podcast, the other one, right, was for bridging the gap, so to speak, where people could maybe see a piece of that's what we do here. You don't have to be some extraordinary athlete to do MMA, to train, right? You can be a regular average person and still come in and train and benefit from it. And that's basically the student population that we have currently. I don't think we have anyone competing except Caleb, who's a teenage boy, you know? So we don't really have any competitors, and we're not a competitor's gym either, or a fight gym for that matter. And then the book's the same, is like just pulling experiences that I've had through my fight career and then wording it so that it's relatable in real life. Like the whole food thing. I don't know when I wrote down the damn book, but basically, right? So like, you know, you're in the middle of fight camp and you're hungry, as well as a bunch of other stuff, but just keep it like, you know. So you're hungry, but you have to cook food for, you know, your wonderfully awesome kid who's just so lovely to deal with. Oh my God, what a pain in the ass you were. Anyways, but you gotta, you know, you gotta cook food, and so, but like while you're freaking hungry, you start getting pissed, and then you start realizing you're pissed off, you know, at the kid, and you're like, well, you know, obviously you're not pissed off at the kid. You got to take a step back and take a look at it for what it is, and then start, you know, navigating all that stuff, and then work through those emotions. And then anyway, and then so like all of that's just relatable because like the kids will always do something stupid. And you're like, I don't know what happened, and I don't know why you didn't like use your brain. It makes no sense to me. And then you get pissed. You're like, the actual fuck were you thinking? Like, what is wrong with you? But you can't say that, right? You just like, because then it just like I've done that because I remember you were a little girl, and I don't remember like what it is that I said, but I said something. It was probably just like one sentence, and you could just see her just broke. She broke. Her entire spirit broke, and I was like, "Oops, I fucked up that one." And I had to eat crow, and I had to apologize for that. And I think it was like because I was like stern with you or something in my voice, right? And so then from, you know, not that I didn't do it again, but I was very conscious of it, right? I don't know where I was going with all of this whole thing, but anyways, oh yeah, like just anyways, so like tying all of this stuff in, like, so the purpose for this podcast would be like, put some relatable things out there, like what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Ouch. And then I think subconscious to all of that is, so I have a fair amount of brain damage, and I'm noticing that those symptoms are progressing as I'm aging. And there's a lot in my head as far as like knowledge for fighting. And again, there's a lot of knowledge in my head for, I guess it's not just so much parenting, because again, I don't think that I've ever run across anybody's that is aligned, their values align with mine as far as parenting goes. I honestly, I mean, like, I'm not, again, we're going off of memory. So my fucking memory's the best. But anyways, but also just human development, just having been in this, doing this for so long, and not even just so much like just the human development, because that has only really just come onto the horizon the last 5-ish years or so, where I really have taken a deep dive into that. I had been doing it before, but really deep diving into it as far as what it really, really is, how it really works, and all that stuff. Anyways, I'm just trying to get all that stuff out before I check out of this place, or my brain checks out, whichever one happens. So.
I think to touch on another subject of like the relatability is like we're a relatable family, and like we don't come from money. We work 9 to 5. He's a girl dad. He can be, a guy, but he can also be kind and sweet. He can also be stern and the coach, or he can also be, like somebody that you go to when you really just need direction.
Devilishly handsome.
That is, I wouldn't necessarily go on as to say that. That's, no. That. Anyways, I lost my train of thought. That one.
Shoot.
Weird. But yeah, just like relatable.
Relatable.
That book is relatable. I think another thing that like comes to my attention is everybody has their own struggle. It was the sentence that I told you, Sonder.
Sonder. That's a word.
Yeah. It was
Sonder.
that
Say it. What's the meaning again?
Sonder is that every passerby has the same complexity of their life as you do. It's from like one of my favorite songs or favorite artists, but that's what his book gives me, is like just kind of relating to the fact as in like, oh my God, my dad's actually had a really hard life, and I never thought to ask once. I never thought to like step out from my box and realize it's his first time living too. And so
You keep saying that. It's interesting. I wonder what that means to you.
it means a lot to me. I mean, like, I think about it.
It's not my first time living. I've been alive for a while.
No, it's your first time living today. Like, today is your first day
Okay, all right.
experiencing. This is your first month being as old as you are.
It is.
With me being as old as I am,
Mm-hmm.
you dealing with these problems that arise. This is your first time dealing with, this version of you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's coming to light
Okay.
to me as well, like, because I'm very hard on myself, and I don't give myself a lot of grace. And I think I need to, like, understand, for me, it's my first time living, too. It's my first time being 20 and navigating what 20 looks like, and it's fucking, it's great. So excited. No, it's not. High School Musical, not accurate.
I've never seen that, but I saw commercials, I think.
Not
It's where they
accurate.
sing and dance in the school, right? The
Yeah,
whole game,
that
the whole
was,
time.
yeah.
That's weird.
I genuinely thought that everybody loves each other in high school, and it's gonna be a great time, and we're all just gonna dance and sing, and teachers are cool, and everybody's happy. It was fine. Nobody sang, and if you danced, you were weird, so that fucking sucked. So, yeah. And then when you get out of high school, it just, no, I'm just kidding. See, that's where I, get to be too hard on myself. It's like a solid, like, maybe like
It's a solid decline.
yeah.
Slow decline. It's not.
No, it's not a decline.
That's usually, yeah. You get, it's what you work for, right? And life will probably never be easy, and there'll be different levels to that. And I'm wondering, actually, so I had a thought about that. I didn't post it. I don't even know where it's at. But I was wondering if life is actually not that difficult. That life is actually just what it is. And the difficult part of it is the internal dialogue or the conversation that you have to have with yourself, the forcing yourself to sit with your pain and navigate that, and having that conversation and looking at yourself and owning what you should be owning. And that's the difficult part of life. is to do that, because it can be difficult sometimes to sit and say, you know what, you're responsible here. You need to take accountability for what you did or you didn't do, and you're responsible for getting yourself, you know, from here to where you want to be. And what I find far too often is we all sit and we're like, and again, I'm not an expert. I don't fucking know, but these what I don't even know what you call them, but these societal things
Norms.
where people are like, they have these phrases of, I'm in this mess, but you know, but I'll get myself out, you know, like, as though it's some kind of declaration. But did we ever sit and take a moment and go, well, how did you get there? Right? You can't, we shouldn't be making declarations of, I'll get myself out. But if you put yourself there, that would be a more important conversation to have with yourself. You know what I mean? And then so on and so forth with the whole
Yeah, I think
stuff with that, I suppose. But anyways, that's my thought. Like, I don't, you know, life is what it's going to be. We're born and we're going to die. And everyone that we know, we're going to say goodbye to at some point in life. And so it's, how do you carry that? How do you navigate that? You know,
Yeah.
do you brush it under the rug, or do you just kind of drink it away, or do you just like bury and let it fester, or do you sit down and understand? Because, like, you know, I don't even know how many people of my family members I've had to say goodbye to, but having to have had to do that, you kind of, I don't know how everyone else is, and I don't know that I was necessarily forced to, but, well, you're forced to, they're gone, right? But, so you don't have a choice in that, but what you do have a choice is in how you navigate that, how you carry that, and then how you do your own grieving process, and how you let that affect you and your other relationships moving forward in life. So, not to, I don't know the words, but sometimes when I hear you speak, it's a, what is it? It's like this, your perspective on life, to me, what I hear is like, it's so negative or down or whatever, you know, and you're not wrong. You know, it's just, I wonder if you take a step back and kind of understand, like, the law of the universe at 50-50. As
Yeah.
shitty as it is, it's also going to be not shitty.
yeah. Yeah.
So, and then, but like, but also, what do you say? But, you know, speak to that too, right? Instead of only saying, you know, this is the shitty shit, right?
Yeah.
I can't think of the words.
Okay.
We already had this conversation about the English.
It's okay. It's
Fuck
okay.
you.
I'm listening. I'm understanding.
Anyways, the shitty shit,
Okay.
right? And then, but yeah, definitely speak to it, right? Like, or I don't know what the right, not own it, but, like, you know, put it on the table. So that way you know that it's there, instead of just, like, you know, putting it under the rug or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Put it on the table by all means, right? But also don't take, or not, you know, put the other stuff on the good stuff on the table as well, you know? And it's important, I think, to do both.
Yeah. Actually, I had a pageant on Friday, and I got asked, they were on stage, and you didn't get a prep for these questions, but they asked, what would it mean to you if you were to win tonight? And I was like, damn, I was on the spot, you know, spotlight was in my face, and I was just thinking about my friend Kimberly, because I had called her before. I was having the hardest morning. I was having a rough morning. It was just one of those days, you know? Hair wasn't going right, makeup was terrible.
Hate that.
I was just beating up myself, you know, I was having a rough day. And so they asked, what does it mean to win? And I said, to win is to fail. To win is to, you know, to fail. Like, nobody is, I don't exactly remember how I worded it, but I said something along the lines of to fail, and that nobody saw the mistakes that led up to today. Nobody saw the hair that's not going perfectly. Nobody saw the smile that's a little bit crooked. All that everybody is seeing is what I'm presenting. And like, I was actually really proud of myself when I got off the stage. I was like, wow, you know, that's also very true. Because Dad even said it to me a while ago, it was when I got back from New York. Nobody ever sees what goes on behind closed doors. They only see the successes, and they'll only ever congratulate you on the successes. They won't congratulate you on having a shitty day and say like, oh, good job for, you know, having, you know, shitty day and doing the shitty day. So, I don't know. I think for sure my outlook on life is a little 50-50. I'd say it's definitely negative. Some of it's positive. It's just I want to be as open and as honest with myself. Maybe I'm a little too open and honest with myself because there are times where I'm a little bit too hard on myself. But I just never want to be that naive girl that thinks like, oh, I'll just get it handed to me, or, you know, like, oh, it'll just get better tomorrow. Because in reality, you're going to wake up tomorrow. It's going to be the same thing that you had to do today. It's just the 25th. You know, like that's it. So I just want to like make sure, you know, because in my head, like, especially from being, it's true though. Like nothing's gonna change. Maybe the weather, maybe the date, but you know, you're still gonna wake up with that same feeling you went to bed with. Maybe it's a pit in your stomach. Maybe it's the best feeling ever. You just never know. But being raised by my dad, he gave me the comfort, but he also gave me the black and white version as well. And so I think I could do more betters on giving myself the comfort and maybe less black and white. But I just really don't want to be like naive. I don't want to be like, oh, it'll get better, you know. I don't want to pat myself on the back if I don't deserve it. Because there have been times where I've just been stuck in the mud. And I think I keep myself there. Sometimes I just talk and it's not positive. But that's another thing that's relatable. I'm sure everybody has had those days where they're like, you suck. And you don't actually suck. Just life.
I don't know that anybody in this world has not ever been in that situation.
Yeah, so relatable. Sure, we can all be like, we don't suck. Let's all say it together.
What?
We don't suck. Pat on the back. Positive. You don't like the positive? I'm trying.
Jesus Christ.
It's not working. Kim, pat on the back. I didn't see you do
I
it.
felt it. I felt it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's important too, because like I always, whenever I put myself in talking to a friend's shoes, like if I'm talking to my dad, if I'm talking to Kimberly, I can always be like, well, I don't understand why you're upset. Like you're perfect. Or, I don't understand why you're, you know, not having a good day. Like you're so smart, or like strong, or like cool, kind.
Mm-hmm.
But again, relatable. People can never take a step back and do that for themselves. People can never say like, oh, you know, I had a bad day, but like, at least I went to work and tried, you know? So I definitely have to get better at doing that. For sure.
I think we all do. Everyone should. Probably put in that work, you know?
Yeah, we all put in the hard work of work, getting up and going, you know, burning ourselves out. Because I think in today's world, a lot of people are just burnt out. It's a lot to live, and, you know, to make money for rent and, you know, still have a social life. And then sometimes the social life is draining, which is crazy, you know? Like sometimes hanging out with friends is a lot.
I think as humans, one of the best things you do for yourself is teach yourself how to be resilient.
Yeah, give yourself grace as well.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Grace?
No, if you can give it to yourself. You probably could. I don't know. I've really done a thought on it, really. But But to be resilient is how to. It'd be a lot easier
Yeah.
to navigate all the things, and definitely positive conversation with yourself. You know, because when your friend comes in and they're like, I don't know, whatever it is, whether they did something messed up or they did something that was good and they got an award for it, you're always, you know, you don't, well, and honestly, right, if they make a mistake, you don't go, you're fucking stupid. Like, why would you fucking do that? You're so dumb. Nobody ever does it to their friend, right? You're always, hey man, it's all good. Don't worry about it. You know, we all make mistakes. You just get to learn from it. You know, move forward, and you know what can you grab in this moment that'll help you not make that same call in the future. That's what we do for a friend. So if we do that for them, then we have to do it for ourselves. And the same for when they like win an award. It's like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. I'm so happy for you and all the things, right? So however it is that you talk or communicate to that person is the same way that you have to do that with yourself first. You know, and being burned out, if you just teach yourself how to be resilient, you know, because I don't know about this whole burned out thing, but
I think being burned out I think it looks very different for everybody, but I guess something that I can say, like how I know that I'm burned out, is it's not quitting. It's not going to work and not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It's going and not giving it that 110% that I'm used to. It's like, it's going to work and maybe like half-assing it and not giving the best customer service. Like not asking, oh, what was the best part of your day? And rather just, how was your day? You know, it's not like completely giving up, but it's not doing it to the best that you know you can. Because you don't have it in you.
yeah, there'll be days though like that where you are not, your capacity isn't 100, and you can only show up at whatever you got.
That's what.
Yeah, and that's okay. That's as long as you're still showing up.
Yeah.
Even if you're only at half capacity, at least you're present, right? To the best of your ability. And if you have a good team around you, then they understand that.
Yeah.
As long as you communicate it.
That's where music has really helped me. Music has helped me a lot because like when I'm burned out or whatever, I just put the headphones in for, even if it's literally just like the first verse of a song. It's just the music kind of takes you somewhere where real world doesn't, you know? Because music is relatable. Whatever artist, genre, whatever you like, you can always be like, oh my God, they said this sentence and I related to that. Or I really like electric guitar, so this sounds cool. You know, but it's like a little vacation without having a vacation. That's why I could never justify spending like $800 for a concert. I could watch somebody's video and be just as happy. like, oh, I saw these people. Not really though. Sometimes spending $800 for a concert is ridiculous. I mean, don't get mad at me, but like.
I've been to 3 concerts.
Yeah, you went to the freaking Pantera, right?
Metallica, Shinedown, and Sean Mullins.
I've been to 2.
Just too many people. There's a
At-
lot of people.
at concerts?
Metallica is worth it because, I don't know, man. Fuck. That was pretty awesome. That was a pretty cool experience. There was a lot of people though. But it was okay. It was fine. I think it was like, well, see, it was my favorite concert, but like, I've only been to 3, so it was really fucking cool.
3's a lot.
And then, was it Pantera playing before them? Was that opened
Pantera-
up? Or was
yeah.
it somebody else?
Yeah. Yeah, because you sent me a video and you were like, look at this is so cool.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck you.
And you were not there. Oh, yeah, it's all right.
Not happy at you. Which is whatever.
You were busy or something. I think you
I had to pick up Michael from the freaking airport, which
Oh,
was
yeah.
literally like 20 minutes away. And he was supposed to land.
I think we was gonna get you a ticket.
Yeah, you were.
Because we already were going.
You had an extra ticket. You were like, I have a ticket, but you're not
Did
going
I?
to sit next to me. Yeah, because it was a ticket. No, it was It was a ticket that wasn't next to your guys' seats.
Oh, maybe you were sitting with Willie or something.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, of course I want to go. And you were like, oh, it's this day at this time. Because,
I would have made his ass get a fucking Uber.
dude, nobody, and
I'd be like, hey, just saying.
I hadn't
It's out
seen him in
there.
6 months. 6 months.
I'd be like, hey, I love you, but
Oh.
what's in another couple hours? It's Metallica.
Dude, he was supposed to
It was so badass. Oh my god, it was so loud. It was cool.
He landed at the time that the concert started.
They played
or
so
was
many
supposed
songs,
to.
and there was like fire and these really big post things with music video things on it. That was so cool. Oh, and then everybody was just singing along. It was great. It was okay.
Sounds like a good time.
But you watched the video, right?
Yeah, I did. I did watch the video. And I actually did get gratification from that. I was singing from respect. Fuck. So I was still enjoying it. But moral of the story, because you didn't let me finish.
Huh?
Michael didn't even land until after the concert was over. So I was sitting at the airport parking lot the whole concert, and I could have been there. Anyways, whatever. Neither here nor there.
Oh well.
My concert, I went to friggin' Watershed and Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg was at Watershed?
Sorry. Not a country music artist. No, two different.
That'd be pretty cool, though.
Alright.
No, Snoop Dogg, he got strippers and like they were.
That's disgusting.
I don't know. I don't know. It's pretty.
When's he gonna do another concert?
I don't know.
Let me check my schedule.
Oh my gosh.
I'm busy on that day.
I didn't know that they could do the shit that they were doing. It was like upside down and woo, and I was just like there for it. I was like, wow.
That's
Sometimes you gotta take a
they're
step
so
back.
athletic.
Yeah, speaking of athletic, do you think that you could go upside down and start
Right now?
shaking? I know, I'm just like, it really surprised me how like strong these women are. Everybody knocks it, but like pat on the back again, You think
Just
you're cool?
looking at the positive side.
Yeah, really.
So glad you implemented that right now. Such a good job, Brooklyn.
Pretty cool, So pat on the back to you. We're just out here being nice, so.
What's wrong with you?
No, but it's cool. I still think it's cool. Good job. I mean, can you do it?
No.
Yeah, exactly. So it's cool. So, you know what else I think is cool? The people who can grab the like ribbon things, the long drapes. They're not
Aerialists.
the silks. Yeah, who can do that?
Mhm.
That's cool. And punching people in the face is cool. Don't get your feelings hurt. You're cool. So, how's everybody's day? Mine's good. Thanks for asking.
You know what's funny is some people are like, Brooklyn's a model and Chris is like a ex-pro fighter. So what is that dynamic like? And I think it'd be surprising to people. I think pretty much anyone, like, if Brooklyn comes in the gym and she's seen her at the events or whatever and is like, oh, you model, and then it's just like funny. I feel like that's a lot of people's first thought is like, wouldn't want Brooklyn to bring a guy around the house. So
Oh my god.
you don't
yeah.
hear that joke often?
Yeah, I hear that joke.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. So I was just curious. You guys should talk about that because I feel like it's the opposite of what people expect it to be.
Well, I mean, like, obviously he's my dad, so I tell him about all of my wins and like everything that I do day to day. He's really in the loop. And he'll congratulate me even though he doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about. Like, I'll be like, oh my God, Dad, I have this show and I have a fitting tomorrow. And he's like, that's so cool. What's a fitting? And I'm just like, I mean, at least he's really supportive because, I mean, like, the dynamic is so different that he could have been like, no, I don't want you doing that. So, no, I mean, like,
You're an adult.
I know, but like, some parents are helicopter parents, even when their kids are adults. So, That's
Okay.
a thing.
I don't know that I have ever seen that.
Are you sure?
Well, no, I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I just have never seen it in person.
Really?
I've not been to any of your
Yeah, you have
walking clothes thing, dressing up.
dressing up.
But I
have
don't
one
know
this
that
weekend.
Huh?
I have one this weekend.
I don't know if I would fit in.
Well, I don't necessarily.
I've seen the videos. There's some fucking people that I should not say out loud, but like
Don't.
I'm not gonna say it out loud. I just said I wear it should.
Christopher,
I swear to God.
watch yourself, boy.
Every fucking day with you. What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
I don't belong. Bunch of.
Well, you know. Yeah. I think that it would still. Okay, so like the one that I have this weekend is for bumper shoot. This is my first time. I don't know what the bumper shoot is. But I guess it's this huge festival in Seattle.
There's a rodeo this weekend. I'm busy.
Are you going to the Ellensburg rodeo?
Is that this weekend?
Yes. Are you going to the Ellensburg?
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to
Am I
Ellensburg
being
rodeo.
I'm not. No, I'm not going there.
You're going to the
Oh.
Ellensburg?
Yeah.
That's gross.
You're not. You're not going?
No, I'm not gonna go to Ellensburg now.
Okay.
Okay.
Far away.
Anyways. Okay, whatever.
Maybe I'll go. I don't know.
You still love me.
Stay in Roslyn.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Isn't that near Ellensburg?
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you going?
I don't know.
He's going.
I'm not going to bumper shoot. A lot of people down there.
So he doesn't love me.
Purple
is what
hair,
he's saying.
pink hair. They yell at me.
Stop.
I don't want to get yelled at.
Stop.
Sensitive.
Christopher. Anyways. Yeah, no, pretty supportive. Doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think we're just overall like with it. You know?
Gangster. My mom says I'm gangster. I'm down with my brothers. With the homies, with the brethren. Yep. We're representing
What up?
something.
The echo.
That too.
Yeah, so we're cool. What has it been like for you to like, cause like,
I don't go to your shows, so I don't have anything.
well,
really to
yeah,
say.
just like, I guess that's
You
fair.
send me the video. I do like the videos though, and the pictures, but I don't know.
Well, because like,
Weird.
for the longest time, I was talking about being a forensic scientist, which is again not anywhere close to being a model. And then I was like talking about, I don't know.
I don't
So like from high school to now, I was just like all over the board, and then randomly one day I was like, I'm going to New York for modeling. So like, I don't know.
What?
I just you were like, cool.
What am I gonna say now? I forbid you.
Well, no.
Who said that? It's weird.
Say you're grounded.
Like I prefer you to like I don't know get a regular person job, but it's not my that's not my life. That's yours. You gotta walk the
You
road.
get a regular person job.
I can't. Nobody wants to hire me.
Shit. Guess we're not cool.
I only have a particular set of skills that does not translate into regular people.
You
Fucking
could be
stupid.
like a bouncer at a club.
That's the last fucking thing I want to do. Be in a fucking club. Oh god.
Oh my god, did you see the bouncer? He's bald. He's talking about how he brushes his hair still. It's crazy. It's great. I'm funny. I like to think that I'm funny. I don't even like need you guys here for this because I can laugh at my own jokes. So what are we
Fuck you.
Why? What did I do?
You talked.
What's What's your favorite movie?
Fuck you.
No, that's the movie.
I don't have a favorite movie.
Really?
I have like movies that I like.
John Wick.
I like John Wick movies.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, I'll watch it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Dad has fungus on his feet, and when I was younger, I asked him if he put mayonnaise on his feet. It's fungus on his feet. It's fucking disgusting. We need one of those power tools to fucking. Yeah. Start up. Do you have any feeling in your feet? Like if I were to like, could you feel that?
One time I had a piece of glass stuck in my foot, and I don't even know how long it was there.
See?
It worked its way through the thick part of my feet, and then worked its way in to where my nerves were. And I was like, what? I thought it was a sliver. And then I was like, what in the hell is that? Because I was like scratching it, and it's like click, click, click. And I was like, what the? So anyways, I got a knife and dug. It was like just a chunk of glass.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh.
You don't know where it's from?
I don't even know how I got there.
Remember that sliver I got from the old house?
Yeah.
It was like an inch long.
Yeah, it was right in the, yeah.
We lived in this house that was built in 1918, and it was actually a really cool house. And the flooring was like original wood or whatever, and I got to the top step and I like skimmed my foot across the top of it on accident. And I got this inch long, I just could feel that something just went in my foot. So I was like, Dad, no answer. Dad, he's just been like, what, you're just like used to me yelling your name now. Like it just goes in one, he can tune it out so good. He's good at it. And so I was like, and then I just kept yelling his name. And then finally he was like, what? And then I was like, I have a sliver in my foot. And he was like, oh, okay. So I showed him and he was like, oh shit. So,
That's a good one.
so I made him carry me down the stairs because I was being a baby. It hurt so bad. And then he freaking had his little eye bag and he pulled out this razor. He pulled out I was like, where the fuck's that going? He's like, your foot? And it was literally just a razor blade. And I'm just like,
It's not a razor blade.
it was a literal blade. Like all your friends were there and they were like,
Were they?
yeah, they were like, where is that going? And it was my foot. And so this was the first time you had ever offered me a drink. I mean, no. And so, and I turned it down anyways, because you're freaking nasty. Captain Morgan's disgusting. We'll have to tell that story the first shot I took. Anyways,
That's not true. Because you drank that shot at that other house that we lived in before we moved into the old house.
because-
So you're a liar.
well, you offered $5. You were like, I'll give you $5 if you can drink Captain Morgan. It was like the tiniest shot. Fuck, it was bad. He was like, but I'll offer you $5 if you could, like, drink it or something.
My parenting values are perfect. They're on point.
And then when I was younger, he used to put whiskey in my gums.
That's a different story. There was a purpose to that.
Okay, well, let's start from the first one, from when I was a baby.
No, enough with the damn thing.
No.
We dug the fucking sliver out of your foot.
Yeah, with a razor blade.
It was
It was a razor blade.
sterile.
Doesn't make it not a razor blade. It was so bad. I was like looking everywhere. He was like, don't look. I was like, oh, okay. It hurt so bad.
Whatever.
You got it out though. Oh, I don't have a scar or anything, so good job. See? Yep.
Well, so we're 20. What is your, either if you could go back when you were 20, if you could do anything differently, what would you do? Or if you have any just like life advice for 20-year-old.
Oh, yeah,
20?
Mm-hmm.
Get a fucking job.
Do you even remember? Do you even
Fuck
remember
off.
that far back?
20?
No.
Yeah, kind of.
Really?
There's bits and pieces.
Wow.
Yeah. 20. I don't even know where I was. Can't put it in my head.
Probably didn't have a job.
I think I did, but I can't remember. I don't remember. Hey, it doesn't matter. If I have advice, think when you graduate, let's just say graduate 18, right?
Yes.
You know, that's a good question. That's a really good question because here's the thing. Because my first answer would have been, well, you have 18 to, 18 to 30, right? And you could hunker down and spend that decade just working your ass off. And I don't know if you can do both, but anyways. And then that could set you up for the rest of your life, right? You build whatever it is that you're building. But I guess if you're not like a good human, then what's the fucking point? Or if you get into a fucking job and then you're not fulfilling a purpose that would be your purpose, then what's the fucking point? But I think like if you're, so 20, right? So if you're 20, you've been fucking around the earth for 20 years and there's going to be a fair bit of some adversities that you've already have gone through in the 20 years that you've already been doing what you've been doing. And so I think that what would be most important is that you have learned the skills of how to navigate adversity because you're about ready to do life. And that's, I mean, like, if you thought it was bad before, it gets pretty intense, like good and bad, right? But it gets pretty intense. So I think that if you were to develop as a resilient human, then I think that would be probably the best advice is do that because you're, as you navigate the moments that are ahead of you, being resilient enough is going to be pretty good or useful for you. Learn how to communicate effectively. Learn how to be accountable for
That's
your
a
stuff.
good one.
You know,
Accountability.
be the first one to say, my bad. The box. What did you say? What's Sonder? The box. I call it the box. Stay out of the box. It's where you see people as people and not as the problem. The problem will always be the problem, and the issue is always going to be the issue. And then people are going to be surrounded by that. And so if you look at that other person as that they're the problem, well then all you're doing is defeating another human. Because you can be honest and you can tell the truth and speak it without destroying a human. It's very difficult to do that. I'm still learning how to do that. It's very difficult. And it is important. It's always important to live in the truth and to speak it. But it's difficult to learn how to do that and not break another human spirit, right? And so that would be another, piece of advice is learn how to do that. Learn how to look at people as people and not as a problem.
Would you say you become the problem if you start pointing fingers?
That means that you're in the box. And you'd have to, you'd have to have the wherewithal while you're in the box to recognize, oh shit, I'm in the box. And then you have to work yourself out of that box. And then you have to be cognizant of not getting back in the box. staying out of the box.
No box.
That would probably be my advice, I suppose. Money's money. Comes and it goes. Can't take it with you. What the fuck are you doing?
Just in case.
You fucking doing sign language? You don't know sign language.
No. Box.
I fucking swear to God.
Box.
Okay, that's not sign language.
That's a box, though. You can't heal me. It's not. It has four corners.
I can't do this anymore.
I love you so much.
Yeah, you love picking on me.
No, never that. No.
The way you just said that?
No, Dad, you're just the bestest dad in the whole wide world, Dad. You're my favoriteest dad ever, Dad. You're just, I love you, Dad. Dad. Cool, Dad. Uh-huh. He's cool. I said it. I said you're cool. And nice. He's nice.
All right, enough.
I heart Dad. Okay, we're done.
Okay, Brooklyn, your turn. Do you have any either perspectives from being the girl dad, the daughter of a girl dad?
Oh. I think I look at life differently. So I mean, like, well, I don't know what it would be like. Whoa. Oh.
There's assumptions to be made.
I feel like if, I was raised by a mother, then I'd probably be like more, like, more different. Like, probably be like, I think I wouldn't be as, like, you know? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm too hard on myself, but I will get it done. Like, you usually don't have to ask twice. It'll just happen. But if I were to be, raised by a mom, I feel like I would maybe take some time and maybe comfort myself, maybe too much. I don't know. And this is all just subjective because, I haven't had that experience. But I like being girl dad. I can change my tire. I change my oil by myself. Well, you help me sometimes, which is nice. You always supervise. I carry Mace around with me. I'm funny. I walk barefoot a lot of places, and I got that from you, and I really don't want fungus, so I should probably stop doing that. Because, like, it's probably bad. But I walk barefoot everywhere. It's crazy. That's probably outing myself a little too much. It's really weird. Sorry. I love camping. I love camping so much. I think it's really fun. Not saying that girls who were raised by their mom don't like camping, because like camping is just fun. I like rock. I like rock and roll. I actually just discovered my most favorite song ever. It's "The Man Who Stole the World" by Nirvana. You should listen to that. Okay, thank you. I don't know. Oh, I will say something that my boyfriend told me that's pretty crazy. He says, you're actually the only person, the only woman that I know that will take a step back and say, I'm being emotional, give me a minute. I learned that from yours truly. I would be throwing the biggest fit ever, like just bawling my eyes out, screaming, crying, kicking, biting, all the fun things. Maybe not biting, I don't know. But I'd be like a little fucking terrorist. I'd be bad. And he'd be like, I can't understand you when you're crying. Like, you have to calm down so you can explain to me. Like, he would sit there with me and my emotions. And he would also let me know that my emotions were valid. like that what I was feeling was okay to feel. He would never make me like shut it down or anything, which is very good because a lot of people do that. They hide their emotions and it festers into something else. But like if I'm having a day, I will tell you. I'll be like, look, I'm not my best today, so give me a minute unless you want a terrible reaction. But if I am like being bad and not nice, I will usually say I'm sorry, own up and be like, look, that was very emotional. But I think I'm really proud of myself for that because I was not always that way. I was just probably like, I would just cry and not tell you like what was up or react instead of, just wait a minute. So I'm very proud of myself for being that girl that can say, yeah, I'm being emotional, give me a minute. Or, yeah, what I said was wrong, and I'm sorry. It helps so much in life, and it's such a cool thing. And my boyfriend's so proud and happy. So I can take a step back and do that, which is really cool. I think it's really cool. It's like one of my favorite things about me. I still don't do it with him though sometimes. Sometimes I'll just call him crying. And he'll be like, why? And I'm like, I don't know. Do the hyperventilating. I can't tell you. He gets it all.
Yay.
Throw it your way.
Yay.
Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. Happens. Yep.
So happy.
Have you noticed the difference though? Because, obviously, like you
Difference in what?
well, obviously you have like women that you speak to on the daily, who are probably come from all walks of life, who are probably emotional, probably not emotional. But have you noticed like, I guess, accountability or just me taking a second? Or the difference, I guess, if there is any?
I don't understand your question.
Like, well, I don't know, because you raised me to be not emotional, but like take a second and own up to when I am, like when I overreact or like react.
When you use emotion to run whatever it is you're saying or doing
Yeah.
in a negative way, then yeah, we have to own that. I just know that I just instilled whatever my value was of that in you, and I think that whether that value is right or wrong, I firmly believe that it is true and correct to 100% have your emotions, sit in them, but let's not use them in a negative way to impact other people. That would be not good. And then if you do, and that's okay, because we all are human, be the first one to own it.
Yeah,
Wear that. Be the first one to say you're sorry.
it's hard.
A lot of people don't do that.
It's really
Whether they're male or female, actually, I don't know. But just in general, for people in general, right? But I think, like, and again, I'm not an expert or anything like that, because I don't sit in on everybody's relationship to really know, because you have to have like that relationship, right, level in order to do that, or to, not do that. Let your emotions get the best of you or not. So I guess speaking for myself, right? Of course, I think for myself it is an everyday battle. Not every day, but an every moment battle, right? Because I am actually very emotional. Feelings. I always forget it. I write things down because I can't remember, but they're separate, right? Not a question, it is. Feelings and emotions, they're separate. And I'm trying to remember which one was which. But anyways, it doesn't matter. I am very sensitive. I am a sensitive guy. And so when something goes sideways or whatever, I will have an emotion, or I will have a feeling of that, and then maybe an emotion will follow, but I will have some sort of something, and I have to make sure that I navigate that and not, and again, like, I've had moments where the emotion will have gotten the better of me, and it dictated what I said or what I did, and I'll be the first, and I do the best that I can. At least I can speak to that for myself. 99% of the time, I'm gonna own that. I'll be like, yeah, that's my fucking bad. Like, yep. You know, I spoke out of whatever frustration. I spoke out of anger. I spoke out of hurt. I spoke out of whatever that is. You know, and that was not right of me to do that.
It's so easy.
I think I learned that mostly from you, because I had, from the very when you were, I don't remember how old you were, like 4 or something like that. And I spoke to you too sternly, and I broke you, and then I had to learn from that, because that did not feel good. I felt so not like a man. I don't even remember what I felt like, but it wasn't good. And so I had to, and I did that, you know, and of course I think I remember I did it once too when you were a teenager, a young teenager, like 12 or something like that, you know, 13. I think I did it again, and I spoke to you out of, I don't even remember what it was, but, you know, sternly, and it hurt you. And so I had to own that one too, you know. So yeah, I think that the world would be better off if we would just be like the first ones to be like, hey man, the fucking way that I just spoke to you, the way, you know, and that's the other thing that really chaps my fucking ass. I mean, I could fucking keep going. I mean, I'm an old guy, but fuck, man. It really fucking, like, I just fucking, it, and I don't know why it gets to me so much, because it's like, you know what? I'll tell you exactly why it gets to me so much, because I used to do it. And not that I'm changed, but I used to do it. You fucking, what? And I taught you this, and I regret teaching you this. It was facts over feelings. I don't care about your feelings.
Yeah.
I care about what happened, the facts of the matter, the whatever, right? And so I have learned, you know, that is, because I modeled it. And I remember, I don't remember when, but it was in that house, the old one. I remember you saying the same exact thing to me, and I was like, that's interesting, because that doesn't sit right. Like, when I say it, it's right, but she said it, and it doesn't feel right. So that's when that was probably like the very beginning moment where I was like, I had to really sit down and start dissecting, and then I got to the point, you know, where I'm now practicing. But it's like, you know, you can, whatever, and that's the thing, right? And facts are important. To live in reality and truth is important, right? But we're still human. So if I say whatever it is that I say, and it's true, but it hurts your feelings, or it breaks you, or it damages the connection between the two of us, then I need to learn how to give that message a bit better and then repair the connection. Because the connection, the quality of your life is predicated on the quality of your relationships. And if I damage that connection, then my quality of life is shit, because I'm a shit human. And so to repair that connection, that's where the good stuff is in the repair, right? And so then you keep that. And so then, anyway, just digressing back, like it's I think what makes me get all upset and gung-ho about the fucking thing is because I used to do that, and now when I see it, it really gets to me, because it's definitely not the way to do it. The connection, the repair, or the connection is most important. If the relationship is what's most important, then that's what's most important. The other stuff can be worked out logically, right? Like if your values don't align. If your values don't align, that's fine, right? It's like, it's a discussion of, you know, I know a guy, he has dogs, bird dogs, And those dogs are outside 100% of the time. They never come in, ever. It's like, that's not a value that I have. But that doesn't mean he's a bad dude. Right? And it doesn't mean that he doesn't love his dogs. It's just that's his value, and that, that it is what it is. My value is different on how I see the dogs, right? But I appreciate and I respect that, because I'm like, oh, okay, well, those are working dogs. Like, those are bird dogs. Like, he takes them and they go hunting. They're working dogs, right?
Yeah.
I might be segueing a little bit, but I'm just saying, like,
Well, to touch on one thing really fast is that, like, being a kid and growing up, parents usually more often than not will never admit when they're wrong, because they're the parents, so they're not wrong, right? Because they know the best. You would always, almost always, apologize after the fact. Like, if you actually said something that was too stern, or I don't know, just in the heat of the moment, you would almost always come back and be like, look, I messed up, I'm relaxed now, and I apologize. And that taught me hugely accountability, because, like, that's what I saw. It's like taking accountability for your own mistakes and actions. So definitely applaud yourself for that, because that's not easy to do, especially when you're looking at a tiny human, and, like, you could just be like, whatever. You could just pass by it, but instead you chose to admit. And a lot of parents, they don't have to do that, so they don't, or they don't want to do that. So, good job.
thanks.
Yeah. I guess. These are my Mexico pants. I got them in Mexico. They're flowy.
Chris, what are you wearing today?
Yeah, Chris, what are you wearing today?
Same thing I wear every day. T-shirt and shorts.
Touchdown?
Well, not necessarily.
Touchdown?
I started wearing hard pants and
Yeah, and boots.
my boots.
And your cowboy hat.
Mm-hmm.
No cowboy hat.
I got that one in California.
Yeah, I know, you showed me. We told you to get a tan one.
Well, I was gonna. I
like
probably
white.
still will. I'm gonna go back to Arizona and grab one there.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
It's like white, not tan.
We'll see. Yeah.